What's up? We're back for another match against Ulysses here in Standard with our budget green deck versus his Jeskai deck. This is iffy on the play, but I do have a 1-drop and 3 2-drops if I hit a second land. So I'm going to gamble and keep here. I just don't want to be down a card. Aggro decks, when you're on the play, if you mulligan and you're on the play, then you're down 2 cards, right? So your cards are typically less valuable than their cards. Oh, he mulled a 5. Okay, so that kind of makes things a little better. Not to laugh at your expense, but I guess that evens it out a little bit. I kept this back. Right? He's crying, so maybe he can dig into whatever else he needs. Yeah, so I was saying your cards are typically worth less than their cards because they're playing, when you're playing aggro, you're probably playing a lot of little bum dudes and not as much top end, right? So their cards are more top end. So in general, 1-for-1s benefit you in that situation. Oh, geez. Well, we both kept a dumb hand here, and it's not working well for either of us, clearly. Alright, so not going well for either of us. So he hit his second land here, so if we don't, we're pretty much in the bag. Should have kept this, but I gambled. Alright, so see now he's definitely going to hit more because he's got the scry trigger here. And I can't expect to save my 1-1. But I can draw another forest and luck sack out of this. Play the archer because at least I can start getting in while he can't burn that out. And then if he plays a Mantis Rider, I can smash it. Centaur. Attack here. I'm fine with trading Aspect for Seeker here. Probably not going to block, yeah. So I'll get in free 2 points of damage. That's fine. See, Nemesis and Become Immense are kind of a combo in the deck. But, looking at this, Nemesis is just so good when you're trading dudes early. So you kind of want to delve away your non-creatures possible. But usually, Immense, I'm saving for my last, points of damage, right? So it doesn't come up that often that it's an issue where I would say maybe I'll find a different card. They're just both so good at what they do. So we'll do that. Maybe we should play the creature before. Get an extra 1, but I don't think that's going to be relevant right now. He could, play a burn spell on our Centaur here, and actually gain life this combat. That seems like it would be good for him. If he has one, that's what I would do. Even though you're not saving your Seeker, at least you're pass it in, does it? Did we call it or did we call it? Yeah. He's back up to 18. But we got a dude on the board and he doesn't, and now we have two dudes on the board. Both of them difficult for him to deal with in a sense. Like, there is just, it's not something you want to block. And Archer, you can't lightning strike, but you can do it the other way around. That certainly works. Let's attack here. Now, if he's playing Raise the Alarm, that's really good against Archer. Not sure if he has that. It's cost 3. So let's throw that down there and say deal with our 5/5 row. Could have Stroke here. I don't know if that deck. I don't know if that's main deck. In the current format, I think I would main deck Thor Disdainful Strokes if I was playing blue, because Siege Rhino is a thing that kills you and your babies. So countering Siege Rhino for blue and colorless seems like insane value. So maybe I could make like a blue tempo-ish kind of deck. There's lots of things. I mean, there's still lots of room to brew in standard, I guess. It's just a lot of things seem like way too powerful. Master, Storm Breath Dragon. There's a lot of like things that you really need to think about. Or you can just do, like what I tried to do here is just force my game plan, which is always doing, being the proactive deck and trying to just force your game plan on the other person, put them on the back foot, and maybe they make mistakes that way. Delve through time, okay. 7. I can only do 13 here. So, not fatal from tapping out. He could be looking for a sweeper of some kind. So, maybe I don't play another creature here. I don't think I really need to. And end of turn, I'll play Boon Theater, like end of his turn. For like end or whatever, then let's do it this way, and then I can still have him in trouble. Okay. So is this just lagging, or I like the pace of this game. I like playing against a player who doesn't waste my time. So thank you for that. Gracias, senor. What is he doing here? You have a way out of this. This writer doesn't do much. If you whiffed on another white, there you can't end hostilities, although I don't think that's main deck even. Is this some more controlling version? And nothing there. So I'll play consider anyway. So if he has one removal spell, I can still win. Snap attack. See what's up on the other side. Lightning strikes the nemesis. Okay. nemesis. Do that to save it. And, smash. Wow. Yep. Now that card, the thing about Become Immense is, yes, it can just end the game out of nowhere, but it loses a lot of value once you've played it already. It's like kind of a good surprise card. I'm gonna bring in the Guiles again. I think the Disciples, especially I'm on the draw now, um, are maybe better than Boonsater. Bow of Nylea doesn't seem great here. Maybe I'll take out one. Maybe I'll take out Become Immense for Roar of Challenge. He doesn't have that many blockers though, so maybe Immense is better. I just feel like it would be fun. Yeah. So I'll leave one of those in. It's like I put that in there to test it out, and I keep subbing it out, and so I haven't really got a way to tell. This is good. On the draw, land Mystic is really good, and we drew Mars deck. Thanks for doing well against my friends instead of strangers I'd prefer to beat. You're coming in a little more, or you think getting pretty fierce, right? Okay. Here I can play an archer. We have 4 devotion. Try another land. We can bunch of life with disciples, so that's nice. Although I gotta remember not to play too much into sweeper. So maybe we'll leave the board this way for now. If he goes mountain anger, that would be very annoying. Basically, the game. I don't know if I could come back from that with what I have in my hand right now. Plays a lot of come into play tablets, and that's one thing that I do not like in current standard. You know that there's just decks are doing a lot of that, and here I get crushed if he is raising a lot. So I haven't seen it yet in this deck, but if I'm playing too scared, I won't have a way to win. So let's deal a little bit of damage here. It looks like I'm bluffing Boon Theater. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, part of the multicolor mana base is you're either taking damage or you're slowing yourself down with the tap lands. So it seems like if it weren't for Sea Rhino, Whip, you know, and to a lesser extent Victor Dime, like it seems like a good environment for for aggro in a sense, right? But there's just a few cards that are, Doomwake, Siege Rhino, and Whip, or like, and Hornet Queen, kind of stifling, but I feel there's room to go under them. Okay. You know what? And as much as I like to, as much as with the aggro deck here, we want to be the beatdown. Like, I'm fine with being patient and not playing into a sweeper because there's just no need. This is a decent enough clock. I mean, it's not a fast clock, but charms my mystic. Okay, gonna guile that because that slows me down too much. And that's a nice trade of 3 mana for 1 mana. And I get an extra damage out of the deal. Bring him down to 12, which is a 3-turn clock with what's on board, not counting all our tricks. Trixie Hobbitses. Yeah, nerdy reference. Rimaz. To the Rimaz. Coming down, blocking like a champ. Okay. So now I'm thinking it's unlikely that he's going to sweep unless he's intending on, just chop blocking here, but I doubt that. So maybe we can commit at least one more thing to the board. I'm going to play another Scorpion. I probably could have done that after combat, but I think it's fine. Okay. Now what does this thing do? Blocking that creature, that's what I thought, so. I just love that the hexproof guy keeps me from getting blown out by a removal spell. I mean, this saves him a whole bunch of life, right? But still getting in there. So I definitely should have attacked before playing Hedge Scorpion, since the damage didn't matter. But or I could have just played that on the other thing, and that would have been fine too. I just get through, and then this turn have lethal. Okay. Probably over there like, oh, come on, another one of those hexproof dudes. Meanwhile, still have all these. That is frightening. Okay. We're still, we can't quit our dude with that, so we're still winning this race at this point. He has another sweeper, we're in trouble, but. So land is draw a card, non-land is bolt. Bolt to the face. He doesn't play a blocker, he's dead. He's going to main phase dig through time. He's dead. Don't tap out. If you had any creature, that would have been better, even if you just traded it off, because I don't know. I guess it's kind of a no-win scenario for him there. So, what do you guys think? Is this deck better than I think it is? Could this be a contender with some tuning and maybe some money thrown at it or something like that? Would Nykthos be a good card in the deck? Is there, a card that draws me cards? Would Genesis Hydra be good, or is it too expensive for what the deck is trying to do? What other cards would be worth trying out? Um, Sent me a message. 7 lands, then scry into lands. uh, that's magic. Uh, no blocks, I take it. Our Archer is becoming immense, and so is the amount of damage we're doing. And we just kind of went out of nowhere. So that's how a Stompy deck works. At some point, I'm going to show you how the proper Stompy deck works, and it's just a much better version of this deck, pretty much. And you'll see that's how I got the idea for this port. So the whole lesson for this series was to show you a port, a budget deck, and how a Stompy deck, what the Stompy archetype is like. So I think we accomplished all those things. We actually won almost all of our matches. We did really well with the deck. That said, obviously I didn't play against Abzan or some removal heavy thing or Siege Rhino to the face. So there's that. I guess I could try to record one of those, but not right now. Anyway, that was fun.